What is that? Oh, cool. Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to my little underwater base. We're playing Subnautica again, and as you can see, I've done a little bit of work here on my my little Seamoth. So now that I have the Seamoth modification station in, I've been able to recolor it a little bit, and I've also renamed the Seamoth to the Sea Fox based on a suggestion that that was given on one of the prior videos that I had to name name the Sea Fox name the Seamoth the Sea Fox. Now there was a couple of submissions, but I think I picked I think I like this one, the way this one went, so I picked it. This was by Epic Gamer 64. And then I think when we get around to building the Cyclops, if I can finally get enough pieces for that, then I think we'll name that one the Lifesaver. And so we have the Sea Fox and the Lifesaver as the two ships that we're going to use. And it was kind of hard to actually recolor this thing a little bit. You're kind of picking color palettes on this this little console here, and you have to kind of move the little sliders and stuff around. So it's a little bit tricky, and you're looking kind of straight down at the console, so it's hard to see the Seamoth as you're recoloring it. But we did get that reworked. I had to move this console from the end wall because when it was by the ladder, for whatever reason, it wasn't working. You couldn't interact with it. I could make some modification pieces, but I couldn't actually rename it and recolor it, so I had to move it over to the side here. Now it's working fine. We do have a number of different upgrades here inside the Seamoth to make it a little bit better. So I added the it's not showing the name on it, but we added the Seamoth sonar so that it says it's supposed to display in the heads up. I'm not sure exactly where that's going to show. I took this out for a little spin, but I didn't see any topographical information showing up in the heads-up display, so I'm not sure how that kicks in or if it's something I have to activate. I added the Seamoth perimeter system. We have the pressure compensator that I had found for it, and then I also added hull reinforcement to kind of make it a little bit more sturdy. I have a tendency when I'm booting around in the Seamoth to kind of bump into rocks and walls and stuff, particularly when you're getting down into those little caverns, and the hull upgrade actually makes it so that it doesn't take damage when you bump into those things. Now, the one thing I do want to do is make it so that the Seamoth can go a little bit deeper. So the pressure compensator I put in is good for 300 meters, but there is an option here in the modification station to build an upgrade for the Seamoth as well. So we can do the pressure compensator Mark II, and this will increase it so that we can go even deeper. I'm not sure exactly how much farther, but we do have all the pieces that we need to make this. So we're going to make this compensator, and then I'll swap it out for the one that's in there, and we'll have the ability to go a little bit deeper. So let's go see. I'm going to plug this thing in and see if it will tell me how far we can go into the water now. So when I put in the last one, it said it would go 300 meters before it got to crush depth. But let's see what we have here, if we can plug this in now. So here's the old pressure compensator. So if we unequip that, then we go to pressure compensator Mark II. Now we're going to 500 meters. That's a pretty good depth. We can do a fair amount of exploring with that, I think. And there is a Mark III also, so we can go even deeper, and I'll certainly make use of that. I do have this pressure compensator here, so we have easy access to make that change as well. So I'm going to go put that in the storage room back here. What I thought we do today is a little bit of exploring. So lately I've been kind of building up my base and gathering resources, working on collecting up blueprints and stuff, and I thought we need to kind of go and explore a little bit today and see what we can kind of find. In particular, I've had these things flashing on my heads-up display for a while now for heat signatures, and I'm really curious what these heat signatures are. So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe go and see if we can find out what those are, and then I'm not sure whether they're going to be like heat points that you can put down a thermal generator or something. We do need a place. Oh, there's a fish swimming through my base. We do need a place that we can put. Totally lost my train of thought. We do need a place we can put a second base. because we can't stay here in the shallows forever. I think once we build the Cyclops, it might even have trouble docking to our base just because it needs a little bit more water depth in order to not ground itself out. So I'm just going to stock up on some food here, or get my food bar up. I do have a couple of preserved fish here, some cured peepers. I have a disinfected water, and then of course with the still suit we have, I'm also recollecting some of the water that I'm using. So I think we should be good for food and water for now. Let's go see if we can find out what those heat signatures are about. So I have 2 of them, I think, marked on my map now. So there's one there that's what is that, 1,138 meters, and then there's another one that's down lower here at 456. So I think we're gonna go after the one that's a little bit closer, and see if we can find a way to get down to it. Now, because it's a lot more downward, I don't know that we're going to be able to. I think I might have to find like a cave or something we can go into that's going to get us down there. Gosh, the sound effects in this have gotten to be so noisy. I always feel like there's going to be like a monster or something like right behind me about ready to eat me. So there was a cave entrance there that might work. Let's try just kind of probing along here a little bit. See if we find anything else. Gosh, I don't know what's making all that noise, whether it's the sand sharks. No, okay, we're getting farther away. Alright, let's go try this cave that's here. We'll see where this takes us. Where did I go now? Just sailed right past it. Is it in here? Oh, here we go. Okay, so there is a heat signature just down below here, and it does look like it's getting closer. So let's... Oh my gosh. I'd love to know what made these. Are these like old lava tubes, or is this like something that a creature made? What's that? Oh, how did wreckage get all the way down into this little hole? That's funny. Oh. Oh boy, this is a... Wow. Holy, this is like some gigantic underwater cave. The island's over that way. Oh, the heat signature's just over here. Holy, this is so cool. I haven't really gone too far down into the caves because I didn't want to risk getting stuck down here without air, but now that I have the Seamoth, maybe we can do a little more exploring and find out some more. What is that? Oh, cool. Wow, that thing is a wreck. Oh, so it looks like we found an abandoned base here. That is awesome. Wow, look at that thing. Okay, so I guess the heat signatures then will lead me to these underwater bases. This one's like in a full-on cave. Oh no, there's water above. Is there surface up there, or is this just... Or is it just... No, okay, so, wow, alright, so it just wasn't spawning, it was too far away, it wasn't able to display the surface. Alright, well, let's go down and see if there's anything cool in here we can scan. And then if we find anything worthwhile in here, then we might have some more stuff we can build. I see some... There's like some hanging stinger things on there. Depth 263. I do have the rebreather on, so fortunately it's kind of compensating for our... using more breath now. So I did scan these stinger things just recently. It's in the flora. What's it called? At least I thought I had. Maybe I didn't. Alright, let's get in here and try scanning one of these things. Let's see what it can tell us. Drooping stinger. Can I scan this plant life? I can, yep. I can't believe this was so close to my base. For some reason I was expecting to have to go a lot farther to search for this stuff. Oh, there's an eye. Whatever that is. Look at this crazy mushroom. A jelly shroom. See a little note on the wall there. I wonder if that'll have like silver or gold in it. I can't scan this. I already scanned that. What is this? Shale chunk. I have not even seen a shale chunk before. What do we got in here? Did it drop nothing? That was lame. Here I was all excited I was going to find something cool inside the shale, and it wasn't even anything. Alright, I better go jump inside my... Jeez, there's peepers down here still. Oh, is that even a peeper? Okay, hold on. I'm going to get some air here, and then we'll come back out and do some more scanning. Don't die. It is cool they got these glow-in-the-dark mushrooms down here to kind of light up the cavern. Even if I turn the light off, it's still well lit in here. That's weird. I think I'm going to leave the light off just to save the power. I have 96 energy, so I'm not terribly worried about it, but there's no sense being wasteful just in case. Alright. Let's try going inside. Oh, there's a hanging stinger, like right... Oh my goodness. Can I get past this thing even? Alright, I got by it. It's like starfish in here. Oh my goodness. They're all over the place in here. I should probably read up on these things before I get messing around with them too much. There's paper floating through the water. What's this? Bioreactor, maybe? They probably would have needed a bioreactor down here to get power since they're out of the range of... oh, what's that? Abandoned PDA. Score. So we can learn a little bit more of the story. I gotta watch I don't run out of air down here. Oh, look, the hole all ruptured and everything. I guess I won't be finding any air pockets in here. Oh, what's this? Another PDA? Yep. So, oh, I better go out and get some air. I don't want to risk running out here. If I have to go too quickly, I have a feeling these drooping stingers will damage me if I touch them. So I'm going to try and stay well out of contact with them, and if I get too low on air, I might have to rush out, and then next thing you know, I'm running into those things. That is so cool. Not a single thing to scan in there yet, but we did find a couple PDAs. And it's awesome that we found this base. So this must be where the people that were on the island decided to set up shop after they left. So they were on the island for a while, and then they decided they were going to go and set up underwater so they could make use of the environment, but it didn't go well overall. Oh, there's another PDA. That's 3 of them now. Let's try to get back in here quickly. Oh, these stingers. It's so weird I'm going to touch one. Hope they don't, like, paralyze me or something. That would stink. Alright, we'll go up here, back where we were, and then... better get my scanner out. Nothing to scan at all yet. This is kind of disappointing. It's so cool that I found this, and now there's just nothing to scan. Kind of a pointless little ladder here, too. Alright, maybe this is supposed to be just about finding the PDAs to learn more of the story. Because I can't believe there's this whole base down here and there's no... Oh, whoa, wait. Ah, bed, score! Alright, we got one thing we can... Oh, I'm almost touching a stinger. We got one thing we can get out of here anyway from scanning. I'm almost out of air again. So now that I know that this heat signature is a base, I definitely want to go and check out that other one. It's a little bit farther away, but it's not unreasonably far. So once we get out of here... Oh, no, come on. Once we get out of here, we can go and check out that other heat signature. And then I have 2 other signals in my in my lockers too. I wonder if I swap those signals out, if it'll change the location of the heat signature, so it's like looking at a different one or something. I don't know how many of these bases there are to discover, but I mean, we found the one on the island. I know we found one underwater, and we have at least one other heat signature that I'm seeing, so there's at least one more. Maybe there'll be a couple more. I'm gonna try and quickly get back into that area where we were with that bed and see if there's anything else we can scan. That's cool. So we got at least we got one thing we can make out of here. And then we got the PDAs we can read as well, so that'll... Oh, there's another one. Is it? Looks like a PDA, but I can't do anything with it, so I guess not. Empty locker. Alright, let's get... get right down low. It seems like if I stay down low, the stinger things don't touch me anyway. Another hull rupture. It's an airlock, but it's not working. Okay. Well, I think we found everything there is to find in this little base. Might check out the cavern a little bit more and then try to find our way out of here. It sort of occurs to me now that I'm down here, I maybe should have brought a beacon that I could have set at the entrance so that I could find my way back to the exit. But hopefully it won't prove to be too much of a challenge. Fortunately, we didn't touch any of the stingers, so that's good. Alright. So it's one heat signature down.
Come aboard, Captain.
Holy, okay, we found... We're a couple 100 meters away from the second heat signature, but we've definitely found some more aggressive wildlife. There's a... I don't know what it is. Some kind of a shark. It looks almost like a sand shark, only it's slightly different. Decided to kind of bang into our ship a little bit. And unfortunately, the Seafox doesn't take any damage from little fish smacking away at our ship like that. So I think we're good that way. But we're closing in on that heat signature now. Some rocks hanging out here. Oh, we got a pretty big... This looks like a pretty big section of the Aurora hull here too. We can come and check this out also. You know, when the next signature is about 100 meters down that way, it's going to take us no time to get down there. So I think I'm going to... Gosh, what is that? Is it that shark thing again? I don't know if I'm banging on the rocks myself or there's something actually beating... Oh, look, there's a floating island here. That's so weird. Yeah, there's that shark thing. So I installed a perimeter defense system, but I have no idea how to activate it. It kind of strikes me as a problem. I think I'm going to need to figure that out. I don't know if it's supposed to be just like a passive thing, or I actually have to turn it on, but... That looks like something I could scan. But if I get out of my ship, I feel like I'm going to get eaten. This thing's like all over me. Oh gosh, there's another one down there. Oh. And this piece of the hull is like spanning over a big gap. Alright, there's definitely stuff here that I want to check out, but this is looking like a pretty dangerous place to get out. If I can find an entrance into this ship, then I might be able to just jump out quickly and get inside before it becomes too much of an issue. But the way these things are beating on the Seafox, I hope they don't like knock it away from where I park it. I want to know what that is. If I can figure out my perimeter defense system, then maybe it will spook these things off. And no, there's no plain option to turn it on. Alright, I'm gonna try and get out, scan this thing really quick and get back in. Terraformer fragment, what the... Oh, that is crazy. I didn't even think the Terraformer was in the Xbox version. Apparently I was wrong. Alright, can I get the Seafox inside here a little bit? There's another fragment there. Oh my gosh, where am I? Oh no. I just got out of the Seafox and it put me inside the ship. Where's my Seafox? How did that happen? It put me like through the wall. Okay, there it is there. Okay, I can get to it. So let's get back in here. I wonder if I can close this door. Alright, we got a little bit of oxygen. Or a decent amount of oxygen, so I'm going to see if I can scan anything in here before we have to get back out. What is that? Cyclops engine fragment. Oh, score. That's one of the pieces I was missing. Okay, so it's the engine that's the last thing I need to get. I have the hull. There's another terraformer fragment. I have the hull and I have the bridge, but it's the engine that I needed last. I'm getting low on... I'm not like really low on air, but I'm worried about staying in here too long and then having trouble getting out to my ship. Alright, we got the terraformer. That's sweet. I really didn't think they were going to have the terraformer in the Xbox. I don't know why I thought that. I thought it was causing issues for the PC version, so they were planning not to have it in the Xbox, but I don't know. Alright, we're down to 36. I'm going to have to get out of here. Try to get quickly over to my ship before one of these shark things comes and gets me. Alright, score. That worked out pretty good. I can't believe it, like, when I jumped out of my sub, it stuck me inside the ship. That was crazy. I need to find... I wonder if there's another entrance to this thing. This is a really big section. Yeah, there's another entrance there. Alright, I'm going to park my sub here. We'll try going inside here and see if we can find anything. Keep jumping out the back. What was that? Bench. I thought I had the bench already. It's weird, I'm scanning it and I don't even see it. Alright, well, we got the bench, whatever that is. It's more decorative furniture, I guess. And another door here. What's in here? Oh, crazy. This room's lit. What is that? Like a live power conduit? No, I guess I don't need that. We already have all the terraformer. So I'm not going to bother scanning those. Get around that powers thing. Probably don't want to touch that, I would imagine. Thing for potted plants, but we've already scanned one of those. This looks like a picture frame. We already have that. 72 air. More terraformer fragments, yeah. It'd be nice to find some more pieces of the Cyclops engine in here. Bench already scanned. Yes! Another Cyclops engine fragment. Alright, that's 2. We're gonna need one more, and then we'll have... I think we'll have all the pieces we need to build a Cyclops. Gathering the materials is another matter, but... Holy cow, this place is huge. Some more shorting conduits in here. There's a door there, but this one's locked. I need to cut her. Oh no, I gotta get back. Oh no. Go. Just get the little speedy thing out here. Go quick. Quick. There was another door back there I can try and hit up. But oh, come on. There we go. Whew. Right, there's another door there, but I'm not I think that one might actually open right out to the outside. Pretty sure, anyway. I'll go and take a peek around this side. Depending on the size of the hull, then it might. Maybe not. I mean, I don't see an exterior door here. I'm going to go take a quick look at that last one, and then we'll go and see that heat signature, which should be another base, and hopefully we can find some more stuff we can scan in there, too. Ah, where am I? Oh, jeez. So disorienting. Okay. In here, in the second room, there was this door. Oh. Goes to some sort of a stairwell. So we've gone down into a little bit of a lower section here, but I'm still not seeing anything I could scan. It's almost like an engine room or something. Well, maybe not the engine room, but some sort of like a plumbing access hatch or something. It's just a breach. Okay. I think we've exhausted this area in terms of things to scan. I would like... We got 2 out of 3 parts of this Cyclops engine, though. I just wish I could find just one more. Just not seeing it here, though. Alright, I think we found everything there's to scan in here for now. Let's go find that base. It's at the other heat signature. And of course it's nighttime now too, so it's super dark out. Alright, where did that heat signature go? There it is. I can't even see anything anymore. Oh, I hate booting around here at night. There, we're getting close, getting close. Wait, I don't understand. We're here and there's nothing here. Oh. Okay, so this heat signature is actually... It's for this volcano, I guess. Because there's no base here. It's so funny that the first one we went after was actually a base. This one looks like it's just an underwater volcano system. No, I mean, this, again, gives us a place where we could probably build a base with some sort of, like a thermal power generator, but... So, mystery solved for the second heat signature. I think I'm going to go and try swapping out my sensor items that I have in there and see if I get any different sensor readings. Because I'd love to see if there's any more bases we can find. The one we found was cool, but there was really only one thing that I was scanning it. So I'm going to head back, and then I'm going to swap out those sensors, I think, so we can try exploring some more next time if there's any new heat signatures that come up from that. This area here is really cool. It's like all these floating islands. I kind of want to go down and see if there's anything below them. Aside from blackness, this is crazy. Oh gosh, the sound effects in the darkness, this is so spooky. Anyway, I'm going to call a wrap on this video. I've already run probably a little bit long relative to what I like to do, but thanks everyone for coming and checking out the video. Having a lot of fun with Subnautica, and there's still so much more to learn and explore in here. Hope you'll come back out and check out some more of these. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.